hospital stocks, I mean, there is a Supreme Court order out there. I think they are planning to, put a cap on certain charges. I mean, Amit, over here, please tell us all about it.
Not a cap as yet. There was a law that is a rule that was framed 12 years ago, and the Supreme Court has criticized the central government for its failure to enforce that law, in which the range of rates needs to be specified. There was a public interest litigation that was filed by the NGO Veterans Forum for Transparency in Public Life, where it found out that government hospitals and private hospitals had a huge disparity in the range of rates. Now, after this criticism by the Supreme Court, market capitalization of hospital stocks went down by 16,000 crores yesterday. And I'll just take you through the stocks that lost, how much they lost. Apollo Hospitals just yesterday lost 3.84%, Fortis 3.44%, Global Health 4.34%, Max Healthcare as much as 7.46%, Artemis Services 2.05%, Rainbow Children's 5.47%. The list is long. I mean, I've just taken the prominent ones. And if we look in contrast of what the gains these very companies have given in the last 1 year, just look at that. Global Health gained 175% almost last year. Astra DM Healthcare 114.88%, Artemis Medical Services 163.59%, Apollo Hospital even that 39.02%. So in just 1 day, a huge amount of loss happened in this sector.
And I mean, that continues even today. I mean, yesterday investors lost nearly 16,000 crores because of this correction that we saw in the hospital stocks. The pain continues as of this morning. Stocks
across
are down.
The board. Some have gained a little, but most of them are still down. I mean, Max is still down by 8% almost.
Max is down by about 8%. Your other hospitals like Apollo, it's down by about 2.5% or so. Yeah. Kush, what's going on here? I mean, is this sort of a correction even justified?
Or is it just a blip because of the Supreme Court thing? If something has not changed in the last 12 years, do you think this downturn is going to last, or it's just a blip?
So traditionally, if you see historically, rather what you've seen is that these kind of announcements have turned out to be buying opportunities, because after some course correction, it's business as usual. So for me, this will be a buying opportunity. The only thing here is that I'll wait for the fall to settle. Now, the stock that I have on my radar, Rainbow Children's, Medicare is the first one that we've been, suggesting for a while now, had gone into a bit of a consolidation mode, and it's again back to that consolidation level after the spike. So for me, that's one stock that will be on my radar. I'll look to buy Apollo Hospitals too, but since the move here was exaggerated, the fall too is, commensurate here. So Rainbow Children's and Apollo Hospitals, these are the two stocks that I look for, as a buying opportunity at these levels. As I said, just waiting for the dip to settle, and then perhaps these could be a good short-term trading bets also.
All right.
Yeah. So what do you make of Max? That is the one that has lost the most in the last in yesterday's downturn, and it had risen almost 85% in the last 1 year. Do you think it's a buying opportunity even for Max?
I mean, 8% yesterday, yes. 8% today.
Today, yeah.
Kush.
Well, it could very well turn out to be a buying opportunity. It's just that, as you said, the stock had actually risen quite sharply in the last couple of months also, in fact. But here the fall is so sharp that, it's not even seeing any kind of an arrest. The couple of stocks that I mentioned, at least Rainbow, if you see, it has, respected some of its key averages, some of its key support zones. Max really hasn't. And the volumes that you're seeing on this one on the downside are quite heavy. So for me, this could be in, for a bit more pain. Although the stock has recovered from the 706 kind of lows of the day, but here perhaps the fall could probably be a little more, or it could go into a bit of a sideways consolidation mode and then rebound. So Max, I would wait and watch. I would see the kind of moves that the stock is playing out, and I would still suggest that Rainbow and Apollo it would still rank over Max to me. Given the trading setup that I'm seeing on the chart right now.
But Kush, I mean, is there a valuation concern over here? Because I'm looking at the PE of some of these stocks. They are trading at a multiple of 75, 80. And for, just to put in context for our viewers, Nvidia is trading at a PE of 65. I mean, is there a valuation concern?
So, I'm no expert at fundamental analysis, but the one thing that I've been hearing from my fundamental peers is that the valuations are stretched and everything's looking expensive, but the fact of the matter is that everything's still going up, right? So I think we'll have to learn with high P's as the new normal. So for me, of course, that does remain a concern, but it's not really a stopper, at least from a near to a medium term perspective.